Hello, and thanks for joining me for another beer review then. So, I don't generally do pumpkin beers, Halloween beers. I haven't done any for probably about 6 years. But this one's been on my radar for a couple of years, and I thought, you know what, I'll go ahead and buy some pumpkin beers. This was first on my list, and it's from Elusive Brewing. This is Carve'n Yams, a pumpkin coffee porter at 5.2% ABV. My chair is playing up, so no doubt by the end of the review you'll just about see my chin. So yeah, it's got kind of a I don't know if there's any reference to a video game or anything like that. It's very kind of pixelated if you can sort of see that. But yeah, lovely looking can, awesome. Looks really spooky in a graveyard kind of deal with a pumpkin on the front and bats flying around with orange eyes like they do. So Elusive Brewing creates beers with one eye on tradition and the other eye on taking things to the next level. Insert a coin to play, so that kind of gives you the old idea straight away that it's kind of old school sort of 80s video game esque graphics. So Carve'n Yams is a sweet coffee porter to which we've added pumpkin and pumpkin pie spices to create a spooky seasonal beer. Expect fresh, bright coffee flavours from the single origin has been coffee layered with all those luxurious flavours you love in a pumpkin pie. Pumpkin beer isn't just for Halloween. Yes, it is. Contains water, barley, pumpkin, coffee, cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger, clove, and hops, and yeast. Um, Looking on Untapped, they're saying that the has been coffee is from El Salvador, Fincia, Argentina estate washed bourbon. I don't get what the bourbon bit is about, but and it says with a dash of cinnamon and nutmeg. So I don't know if they obviously brewed this beer multiple times before. The chair's really annoying me, so apologies about that. Let's crack the beer open and so this is the 2022 edition. I don't know, they do vintages, but so I thought I'd go ahead. I'm reviewing this on the Friday actually, so it's like a few days before Halloween. What does it smell like on the can? Wow, you're getting that cinnamon straight off the bat. Cinnamon, nutmeg, big time, and coffee as well. Yeah, an interesting mix. Coffee with cinnamon, nutmeg, and spices. So beer in a glass. Purchased this beer at Trembling Madness a couple of weeks ago, maybe a week ago, something like that. So I thought, yeah, I'll give some of these pumpkin beers a try, see where my palate is with them these days. So, yeah, just under a finger of kind of, yeah, just off whitehead, kind of lightly tanned, if you like. Into the light, then it's jet black. It's actually quite dark for a porter, but I imagine the amount of adjuncts and shit that's in this, then it's it's gonna make it look darker than what a traditional porter would be. So yeah, looks great in the glass. Looks like a stout almost. So swirl and a sniff. Oh wow! It's almost it's like a leathery coffee. If that makes sense. Charcoal, char, leathery. Hints of spice. But yeah, it's more about the roasted malts for this, for my nose. Interesting though. It's not an aroma that I generally associate with a porter or a stout for that matter. What you know. But yeah, there is a kind of a pumpkiny, but the spice overcovers the pumpkin thing going on in this for me. But the coffee is there. It's a real kind of like burnt roasted malt. Let's give it a taste. Cheers. So 5.2%. Yeah, you're not picking up the alcohol. It's quite layered, as it says on the commercial description. It's got lots of that roasty, toasty kind of malt character. A touch of espresso. Then the spices really do kick in. Definitely cinnamon, nutmeg are predominant for sure. I mean, is it pumpkin spice? Is it? I mean, is there a kind of a savoury edge from like a pumpkin pie crust? Not getting that at the moment. It's quite drying. There's a drying aspect to it, which is quite interesting. But it's really nice to actually try something different. And this is completely different to what I generally drink. So, yeah. And I like that with beers. I mean, my palate gets so kind of, not bored, but for me, it's so familiar. The same, even like stouts, imperial stouts, you know, the adjunct stouts, and then you've got the IPAs, pales, which I prefer pales these days, no doubt. They're all of a very good level, but it's the same style of beer. After a while, you almost get palate fatigue. So coming into something like this, which is completely, a lot of people drink these kind of things every year. I don't. So I've always got a baby palate to pumpkin beers, if you like. And it's really nice. It's really nice to try something different out of your comfort zone. That's why I went ahead and bought like 4 or 5 different pumpkin or Halloween type themed beers this year. And I'm going to review them all. Probably some of them will be reviewed after Halloween, so into the following week after Halloween on the Monday. But either way, this is tidy. This is nice. So Elusive Brewing, I think they're out of Reading, sort of neck of the woods. I actually picked up a collaboration beer last night, actually, with Bianca Road Brewing Company. Out of Bermondsey, and it's called Game Over, so that'll be coming up in the next few weeks. I actually had it on draft last night. It's quite, it's pretty damn good. So it'd be interesting to give that review at home in a can. So that'll be coming up soon. This is a beer, as I say, it's been on my radar for about 2 or 3 years. I think I don't know how long it's been out, but yeah. It's certainly a few years they've released it, you know, a few weeks before Halloween, of course. And it sounded interesting. It's pretty decent. I mean, it's not wowing you or nothing. It's not kind of one of them crazy impy kind of stout with loads of stuff in it. It's nothing like that. It's a porter at the end of the day as well. It's an adjunct porter basically. A very well done though porter, very well rounded, quite nicely balanced. But yeah, it's got lots of interesting flavours that the palate is not used to. So, very easy drinking. As I say, it's got like a medium body, just below like a central medium body, if you like. It's definitely getting a residual kind of coffee flavour on the palate, as you kind of would expect. That's the predominant flavour, and then the spices are just kind of lightly covering the top of that, or just beneath it, if you like. Yeah, really easy drinking, quite nice, not too overpowering, which is one of the reasons I was like, oh, pumpkin beers, they can be overpowering with the spice and stuff. It's like, meh. Let's see where we are with this one. So I thought I'd start off with this one. And this is actually doing it for me. It's quite nice. So that's Elusive Brewing there. Carve'n Yams Pumpkin Coffee Porter at 5.2% ABV. This is the 2022 edition. No doubt it will be out in 2023. But yeah, nice to try. Go and check it out. It's probably around for a few weeks, no doubt. And yeah, if you know you've had this one before, or if you've had this one before, shall I say, let me know down in the comments what you think about it. I'm quite interested to see what I think, how your taste buds work against mine and other people. So I'm always fascinated by other people's opinions, of course. So, but for me, yeah, it's pretty decent. Anyway, enough waffle. I'm going to clear off. Thank you for joining me on this one, and I'll see you on the next review. Cheers.